So, what do you think about the team's expectations coming into this season?
I think anything less than 50 wins would be a disappointment. They won 44 last year, arguably should have won 50, gave away a lot of games late. You figure you got a guy like Paul Pierce who's in the mix, who's known for hitting clutch shots late in the game. So you figure that should add about 5-6 wins alone. They're deep in the low post, much deeper than they were last year. So even if they have injury issues with Nene like they had last year, Kavin Seraphin had knee issues, that you figure they have enough depth to get them over the hump. So I think they should win the Atlantic Division and have a realistic chance of getting as high as the number 3 seed.
So what did you think about their offseason this year? I mean, because obviously they made an addition like Paul Pierce, but they did grow organically, right?
Yeah, right. I mean, you saw Otto Porter and Glenn Rice get much better in Summer League, and the plan going into this season is for both of those guys to get a little bit more playing time, and when you consider that Martell Webster has a back injury and is still going to be out for a while, that's going to create space for Otto Porter. Now, for Glenn Rice, the question is, can he play 2 and 3? That's an ideal situation for them. The one thing Glenn Rice brings to this team that they didn't have last year is an ability for a guy who can consistently get to the foul line like he showed in Summer League. So you have that. You got the veterans like Pierce and DeJuan Blair and Chris Humphries to add to the mix. You still got Drew Gooden. I think they should be okay. So, yes, they grew. They got new talent. They have a little bit of a different look, and I think the younger guys have gotten better.
Where do you think this team ranks among the Eastern Conference? Because, I mean, like we just discussed, they got better, but obviously Cleveland got better too with the addition of LeBron James. Derrick Rose is back in Chicago. Even though Indiana's kind of, I guess, out of it with the Paul George injury, do you think the Wizards, should be a top 3 seed?
Yeah, they should be a top 3 seed. I mean, you have to make Cleveland a favorite. The problem I see with Detroit and Derrick Rose, we still don't know exactly how good he's going to be. Paul Gasol, who Chicago acquired in the offseason, he's a little bit on the downside of his career. His stats with the Lakers, like everybody with the Lakers last year, were a little bit inflated. High possession offense, didn't have to play a lot of defense, but I've talked to a lot of general managers around the league, and for the past 2 to 3 years, they've seen Paul Gasol in the decline. So if Rose and Paul Gasol can turn back the clock, then I think they're a solid number 2. But I think that's still a little bit up for debate. The Charlotte Hornets, a lot of people are sleeping on them. They've added Lance Stevenson, gave the Wizards trouble last year, and who knows how the Miami Heat are going to turn out with Luol Deng. So the Wizards still have some stiff competition, but I think it's doable top 3.